It's almost summertime, so I'm going to knock out my list of 25 summertime movies. Now, this is not a definitive list, but it is my list. So if you have something different or something that, some of your favorite movies, list them down below. If there's a movie that has a sequel that takes place in the summer, I'm going to save that for maybe a part two. This is just going to be the first movie in a franchise, if that's the case. But the very first one here is Captain Ron. Now, this is just a classic Kurt Russell movie. Martin Short, you can't go wrong. I think his comedic timing is perfect. This is just a super fun movie. Now, in the very beginning of the movie, it takes place, I'm pretty sure it's Chicago in the winter, or they're definitely wearing heavier clothes, but then they go into the Bahamas to pick up a boat, and the whole rest of the movie, they're in bathing suits and summer gear. So for me, it's a summertime movie. The next one here is What About Bob? Just a classic Bill Murray film. Absolutely love this film. This one here is just a perfect film for summer. I've been watching it pretty much every single year since I've been aware of it, and it is Jaws. This is just a classic. What more to say about it? It's just, for me, it's a perfect film, really enjoyable, and I did pick up the lenticular case on that one, so it's kind of fun. Point Break with Keanu Reeves, Patrick Swayze. Just a classic, before the X Games and all those like extreme sports was super popular. That's kind of what goes on here. Bank robbing, and it's just a fun movie. Another Bill Murray classic, Meatballs, takes place at a summer camp. Really enjoyed this one. Here's one, I saw it a couple times when I was a kid, and then I recently reintroduced it to the family, and my daughter absolutely loves it, and it is Wild America. So this is a 90s film with Jonathan Taylor Thomas. It's about boys that go on an adventure, and they start filming wildlife. Really enjoyable. This is something I didn't see till I was an adult. This is something my wife introduced me to, and it's Summer Rental with John Candy. This is just a classic movie. Rip Torn is in this one. They go on a summer vacation, and, it's John Candy, so nothing can be simple. Really enjoyable film. All right, this one here, I watch twice a year. I definitely watch it in the summertime, and then I watch it again in the fall, and it is Addams Family Values. Now, they go to a summer camp in this one, but in the summer camp, for some reason, they have a Thanksgiving play that they put on, and it's kind of funny. I really enjoy it. So I definitely watch this around Thanksgiving as well. Now, the next one here is just a great summertime film about, kids going on an adventure. It's just being a boy, growing up that way, and just having this film in my life. It's just reminiscent of, summertime being a kid. It's Stand By Me. Now, I never experienced anything that they did, but the camaraderie of the boys and the friendships that they had, that's kind of what I had. So really enjoyable. The next one here, I've been watching since I was a kid. I highly recommend it. Great family film, and it's Ernest Goes to Camp. You can't go wrong. Jim Varney, he plays this Ernest character. He's done several of the films, but this is probably one of the better ones. This one here, great summertime film, and it's Caddyshack. You can't go wrong. You got Chevy Chase, Bill Murray again. It's just classic film. The next one here, Summer Rental. You can't go wrong with it. Just a classic film. The kids going to summer school. It's just funny. I really enjoyed this one. Something I've been watching since I was a little kid, and we watch it every single summer, a few times throughout the season, and it is Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Absolutely love this film. It's just a classic Disney. Rick Moranis, just a great film. This one here, I think, is a perfect summertime film. It's another one I've been watching since I was a kid, and it is National Lampoon's Vacation. You can't go wrong taking the family on a vacation to Wally World. Here's one that I was familiar with when I was a kid, but I kind of put it off. It wasn't really for me. I'm not into baseball. I'm not into sports. It was The Sandlot. So this one, my wife loves it. So I've been watching it pretty much every single year since we've been together because she likes it. And then in that, I have found that I love this film. I don't know why I passed it up when I was a kid. Like, I just kind of had a bad attitude about it. But this is an excellent summertime film, even if you're not into sports. Just again, the camaraderie between the boys, that friendship, it was just really fun. James Earl Jones is also in this film. Really, really enjoyable. Can't go wrong with Corvette Summer, Mark Hamill and Annie Potts. So this one here is just really fun. The kids, they build this Corvette in high school, and then on towards the last day of school, they take it for a ride. The car's all built, but then it gets stolen, and so then Mark Hamill kind of feeling an attachment to building the car and wanting to get it back, he goes out to California to try to find the car, and in that he meets Annie Potts. They kind of fall in love. It's just a fun movie. Really, really enjoyed this one. This one here I just think is a super fun film for the summer, and it's Mike Epps and Ice Cube in All About the Benjamins. Now this one here is just great. There's a lottery ticket involved. There's murder. There's stolen diamonds. It's just really enjoyable. Mike Epps is a criminal, and Ice Cube is a bounty hunter, and they kind of have to work together. Really enjoyable. It's just a different kind of play on a buddy cop type story. Really enjoyed it. This One Crazy Summer with Bobcat Goldthwait. This movie is so funny. There's a part in it where Bobcat Goldthwait gets stuck in a Godzilla suit and he's walking around, and oh, I just think it's the funniest. John Cusack's in it, Demi Moore. Highly recommend this one. This movie I've been watching since I was a kid. My entire family has grown up watching this movie, and it is The Great Outdoors. Just a fun film. Really enjoy it. It's probably the most watched film in my entire collection. We watch it multiple times throughout the summer and then once or twice the rest of the year. Really enjoy this one. Can't go wrong with Weekend at Bernie's. Now this one is just a fun film. Again, it's one I saw when I was a kid. Bernie here, he gets killed, and then they don't want to take the blame for it, so they pretend he's alive and they move him around, and it's just kind of funny because then sometimes Bernie just kind of ends up not where he was left, and just a really enjoyable film. I remember the marketing for this was the actor that played Bernie at the time when they were trying to promote this, he would go on talk shows and he would do the Bernie dead walk, and it was just really enjoyable. So as a kid, I really wanted to see this. When I did, I thought it was hilarious. It's another one that we watch all the time. My kids have watched it. Really fun. Now the next one here is just a classic from the early 2000s. It's Without a Paddle. This is just a great fun film. Again, it's one of those like friendship films. These boys, they all grow up together. One of their friends passes away, and to honor that friend's memory, they go on this last adventure to find D.B. Cooper's treasure. Now that's based on the true story of 1971 airplane hijacker that vanished with like $200,000 and has never been found. And this one here, they go on that adventure looking for that. And it's just really fun. This one here, it is not a family-friendly one. It's rated R. It is Adventureland. Stars Ryan Reynolds. I'll watch anything he's in, and this was enjoyable. All the kids, they work at a carnival over the summer, and then it's very relatable. If you've ever had a summertime job, you kind of have similar experiences, so I enjoyed this one. This is just a classic from when I was a kid, and it is Independence Day. Now this one, it's a summertime blockbuster. It was huge when it came out. Everyone saw this. I'm not a huge Alien guy. There's a few movies I'll watch. It's enjoyable. The next one here, you can't go wrong. George Lucas directed it. A huge cast, a lot of stars before they were super famous, and it's American Graffiti. Harrison Ford's in this, Ron Howard, Richard Dreyfuss. Just a great film. Really enjoyed this one. This one here is just a classic film, and it is Dirty Dancing. You can't go wrong with it. It's very quotable. It's just a fun date night movie. I've always really enjoyed this one, and I highly recommend it. It's just a classic summertime film. You're going to want to click this video right here. Let me know in the comments down below if you agreed with this list. If you have something that I missed, I will be doing a part 2. And with that, watch a movie today, and I'll catch you guys next time.